Most of us have an innate appreciation for nature, yet we spend roughly 93% of our days inside controlled, sterile environments like this. To compensate, we attempt to cram our engagement with the natural world into rare, scheduled weekend trips to the forest or the beach. Consider taking the physical and emotional relief of a hike through the woods and building it directly into the spaces where we actually live. In 1984, the American biologist Edward O. Wilson defined biophia as our biological urge to affiliate with other forms of life. Biophilic architecture demands repeated, sustained engagement with the living world. This shifts nature from an isolated interior decoration into a permanent, structural relationship. To systematically transition a house from a sterile box into a living environment, we have to follow a specific blueprint of design principles. Step 1 is maximizing light and air. This ensures the people inside the building can physically experience the passage of day, night, and the shifting seasons. Installing operable windows and skylights removes the barrier between you and the weather. It allows you to feel the breeze and hear the rain. Step 2 is constructing abundant vegetation. Plant life provides the most direct way to experience nature indoors. Structurally integrating deep greenery throughout a home delivers measurable reductions in psychological stress, while simultaneously filtering and improving indoor air quality. A single succulent on a desk will not achieve this effect. You need to construct entire internal landscapes, or even utilize native green roofs. Escaping architectural sterility means prioritizing ecosystem abundance over the traditional minimalist idea of less is more. Step 3 is integrating water elements to engage our secondary senses: sight, sound, touch, and movement. The goal here is genuine sensory relief. That means prioritizing natural stone ponds or building adjacent to local rivers rather than installing tacky artificial fountains. Step 4 is organizing your entire strategy. Holistic biophilic integration is a complex spatial project, and it requires a structured digital foundation to keep track of the moving parts. A tool like Milanote acts as an infinite virtual wall. It gives you a centralized workspace to collect sketches, blueprints, checklists, and visual references. By using its built-in templates, designers map cohesive color schemes, source specific furniture pieces, and plan external garden layouts. Translating abstract natural inspiration into actionable architectural construction requires a clear, centralized digital plan. Step 5 is sourcing natural materials and colors. You want to evoke a specific texture and warmth that is entirely absent in machine-made products. You achieve this by relying on real timber, natural stones, and subdued earthy palettes like greens and browns, while actively avoiding chrome, metal, and vibrant plastics. It is critical to avoid faux materials. Faking the look of timber completely severs the authentic psychological connection to nature that you are trying to build. Step 6 is designing for patina. Modern homeowners often expect their houses to remain in permanently pristine condition. Instead, we should select exterior materials specifically because they will weather. Allowing exterior timber to silver and age physically reflects the passage of time. When you embrace natural decay, you stop treating a building like a static consumer product and allow it to become a dynamic, living entity. Step 7 is optimizing outdoor space. We do this by intentionally reducing the square footage of the home to avoid disrupting the surrounding nature. By shrinking the home's interior mass, we mathematically reduce required resources, allowing the green landscape to expand inward. This minimized indoor footprint pushes inhabitants outward, converting these newly formed exterior courtyards into functional daily living rooms. Finally, Step 8 is anchoring the home to its local identity. The building must be culturally and ecologically relevant to its specific location. For instance, a traditional Danish vernacular house with heavy timber framing and a thick thatched roof is built to survive cold weather. You cannot take that exact structure and place it in the arid, sun-baked environment of the Australian outback. A home must utilize local construction methods and indigenous materials to withstand its specific climate. True biophilic design cannot be imported or copied. It has to grow organically from the ecological realities of the site. Urban planning must shift from viewing nature as a passive backdrop to a structural necessity. This structural relationship with the ecosystem forms the basis for a healthy, productive life. Building a deep structural relationship with the natural environment is the foundation for a healthy and meaningful life. We provide the expert strategy to develop high-performance environments. Our design services prioritize biophilic principles to ensure your space serves a clear, measurable purpose. We apply these principles to create purposeful, ROI-driven spatial design. Let's build spaces that perform.